It's cakey, it's cakey, it's big, it's full of sugar. Yeah! Cakey, cakey, grab yourself a slice.
Yummy! You can eat it, you can barf it, you can fart it, you can lick it.
And you can punch people to death over it.
Punch! Yay! So, this is a very obscure game. I don't even remember.
But it plays like a very familiar game.
It plays like a familiar TV show to us Canadians. It is.
Yes, the
kind of like
animation.
Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, the animation's amazing.
Yeah.
This, I'm blown away. Like,
I also have the idea that it also looks like a bit of a like one of those obscure Flash cartoons on the internet.
yeah, it really, I don't know if it was inspired by Ren and Stimpy, but I feel like it was. And like, he loses his cake.
And he has to go beat people up over it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like almost
out.
over the shoulder punch out, but you're like, there's no controller option, unfortunately, but
the control scheme is very similar. The best way I can sum it up is, like you said, rather than it being like you on the bottom, the opponent on top, it's like this Pokemon style. You're in the back, he's in the front.
Yeah.
And you fight in 4 directions. Like, you have your fists, your feet.
There's like a short kick, long kick, short punch, like a jab, and then like a swing.
And then you can also do like combo moves, which is basically like hitting 2 at once, or like super combos where you can do like and cool animations. And when your character gets hit, the animations show. Like, there's a lot of really cool animations.
It's got like a certain distinctive style, and the closest one definitely is Ren and Stimpy, and it puts you right into a battle. Now the thing is, we tried maybe half a dozen times, maybe a dozen times
to beat up this one
this
guy.
like grasshopper alien crab
monster thing.
Yeah, look, the green guy from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Plankton?
Yeah, Plankton, yeah. So you could tell that was after my time. And like, it's so hard. And like, I managed to get one lightning bolt off of his 3 lightning bolts, but you have to hit him like, I feel like 15 times or something crazy.
Yeah, I think what the thing is, it could be a billion things here. Mm-hmm. Like, such as, it's easy to blame the game for our failures, but I feel like this might be on our part because
I don't know. Like, I feel like if it's a game isn't easy for someone to play, or like it's not obvious like for people to be able to progress, I think most people wouldn't be happy with the game unless you're like super ultra hardcore. And I love the concept, and the shame is like everything I love. It's just I feel like, maybe if we got a strategy guide, but I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't even bother to get that far.
Yeah, especially since
that's what I'm thinking.
This is an obscure game.
Yeah, it came out like 3-4 years ago, and I just randomly found it. Like, I was typing like Super Kake or something. I'm like, what is this? This looks like a TV show, and then I'm like, oh, it's actually a game.
Yeah, you were saying like it was like. And I feel like this is like, you think like it's a point-and-click adventure.
Yeah, I thought it was a point-and-click adventure because it has its own unique style, and adventure games usually have, sort of that kooky look to them.
For whatever reason, because of the animation, I thought it was going to be like a Dragon's Lair game.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It looks a little bit like Ren and Stimpy meets Dragon's Lair.
Basically what would happen if Don Bluth managed to animate Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
That would be the result.
I feel like, everything I would give 8 to this, because like I've never seen like a punch-out like game that's sort of like comic booky and, like this. This is like so cool. I just feel like we kept trying so hard and like we only got 1 lightning ball off. Like, there's no difficulty setting.
I feel like what happened with the difficulty, if I may go on a little bit of a tangent here, is that we were basically walloping him, and the AI might have had like a sort of fallacy where it's like, if you get hit way too many times, throw a quick punch in.
Yeah. Well, that actually reminded me, the other thing I have to complain about is I feel like we were punch, kick, and like it's like Punch-Out. Like it doesn't matter how hard, how many times you hit the person, and like the timing's important because I saw like sometimes he started to go into like the
Yeah,
punch-out
like
animation,
that's-
and I stopped it by hitting him. So it's kind of like Punch-Out in that sense, but like still like. It's a shame because like he'll suddenly swing and then it's like, oh no, like
You didn't have enough reaction.
yeah, I didn't have enough. There wasn't enough animation to really block
But I-
his attack, and I
but
feel
I
like
feel
that's
like-
a failure of the game's part because you can block top and you can block with your knee, but like
You can't just block
I don't have superhuman
reflex
reaction time.
And again, I think it's mainly because like it was one of those like back off punches.
Back off punches.
Like when you're, like I said, when you're punching the person too much, and
Oh,
the game
you're
needs to
punching
give the AI a sporting chance. So
yeah.
to prevent
Still, like I feel like maybe it is like boxing where you have to like you not wail on someone, like just wait for them to make a mistake. It's kind of like politics, but I still feel like with this game, like it's just a shame because like even if it was like easy and hard, like some sort of way to modulate it or that would just make this game just that much more accessible to everyone. Like maybe we missed difficulty. I didn't see an options screen in the menu. It was just like start game and something else. I don't remember what. I think it was just start game.
Yeah, start game. I think continue and then options.
Yeah.
And then quit, obviously.
Yeah.
What I would give this game is, well, I'll probably give it a 7. It's a really fun Punch-Out clone, but there are a lot of problems that even without it being like the flaw inherent in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for instance, when you're playing Punch-Out, you have a clear indicator of how weakened your opponent is, and and like getting like super moves and all that. And I feel like the way you win this game or this battle, and I really don't want this to be the case, you have to fight until that ultra meter is full.
Yeah.
And really, if that is how you win that battle, I'm calling bull on that.
I just looked up the reviews because I was seeing like, am I just being a jerk? And I had to ask myself. And $5.49 is how much this game costs. I think if you get it for $1 or $2, it's worth this frustration. But the controls for sure, like that's what I'm seeing. Like everyone is sort of, we have that consensus. Like with a controller, this would be better. But the fact you're forced to use the keyboard, it's like, I really want to love this game. I think if you can get it for sale for like $2, $3, totally go for it.
Yeah, maybe you may have a better shot at beating this.
Maybe this
us.
is like what you're used to, or like this type of game. But I just feel like it's a shame. It's a design issue with this game. It's kind of like different than Untitled Goose Game, where you're going around and it's like, hey, I'm not wearing pants. In this game, it's like, hey, I can't control my characters, so I can't even beat the first battle within the first minute or two of the game. After like 30-second intro, I'd rather go around and say, "Hey, I've got no pants." That's myself. But anyways.
Untitled Goose Game also gets my vote over this, but that's mainly because you had like a set of fairness. Like we were stuck in Untitled Goose Game,
but you could figure it out with this.
Exactly.
It's like we tried, and it's like no, the game's like no, you shall not pass because I
said so.
Because I don't give you enough time to block the attacks in this game, and that it's a chronic issue in this game. So.
Yeah, and you really have to either time. And again, I feel like this game would be better off in someone else's hands to try and tinker with and figure it out.
I really don't agree with that. I think it's like when all 4 reviews on Steam are like the controls suck. I really want to like this game. I feel like okay, like the fact I had to go back and see like. That's all the 4 reviews said that, so it's just a disappointment.
Shit.
So yeah.
I'm probably sticking with
I'm gonna save my money for Super Kake Man, the sequel. Yeah.
Keep on caking.